Hi everyone, I'm Jim Brimston. Welcome to the Last of the Sane, a compilation record from the band Earth Crisis. Today we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the album, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I've already viewed half of this band discography, so go check those videos out. My story with their music is quite simple. Back when I was like 3-4 years old, I stumbled upon a music video for their song Provoke of their Slither release. That song made such a huge impact on me that I've never forgot it, and years later when I finally got the internet, I've checked out the band's entire discography and became an instant fan of their work. It was right around that time that they've announced Reunion and then released To The Death, so those were some very fun times indeed. But going back to Last of the Sane, this one was actually a swan song. Basically, when Slither was released, it had lots of nu metal influences. It was basically the first new core release ever, so people weren't so happy about it. Me on the other hand, I love Slither, it's one of my all-time favorite albums, but people felt otherwise. They felt betrayed because the band moved away slightly from the hardcore and metalcore stuff, so sadly the tickets did not sell well. No one wanted to see Earth Crisis, but they still had a record label and had to release one more thing, so I feel like they were forced to release Last of the Sane to uphold their deal with the record label. After this release, the band split up and half of the members started a new project called Freya, which is quite good, check it out. And then 6 years later, Earth Crisis came back in 2007. This is like a compilation where we have 6 new songs. Those are these covers. We've got a Misfit cover, but it's from the 1997 compilation, so it was recorded around the time of Gomorrah Season Ends. The Order might be a B-side from the 1994 demo that got them signed and later released their debut album. Then we've got Broken Foundation and Gomorrah Season Ends, so these two songs are from the pre-production demo that happened before the second album. There's a completely different production here, which is quite funny because it's better than the album, so it's weird. And we have one new original song, Panic Floods, was recorded at the same session that those first 6 covers were. That's it. When it comes to the lineup of the band, it's the same since the Breed the Killers album from 1998. We've got Carr on the vocals, he's the founding member, Scott and Eric on the guitars, Bulldog on the bass, and Dennis on the drums. When it comes to production, most of the songs here have that raw vibe to them, especially the newly recorded covers, the first 6 songs and Panic Floods. It sounds like the band is just playing live and you can hear their takes, that's it. It sounds great, I have nothing against this kind of production. Earth AD on the other hand is much more dark production wise, more condensed. It reminds me of Gomorrah Season's End. The Order, well, it sounds better than the first Earth Crisis record production-wise, which is quite interesting, because it's apparently a song that didn't make the cut for the album. Then we have Broken Foundation and Gomorrah Season Ends. As I said, this is the pre-pro version of the second record, but the production is smooth, it's clear, you can hear everything, it's not dark and oppressive as the album itself. I actually prefer it over the album, but that's just my opinion. And that's it. So the production, there's no loudness or no clipping here. Everything sounds great, but the production differs between songs. When it comes to the message, it's diverse. The songs are mostly about personal issues, hardships of life, being straight edge, depression, environment, fighting for animal rights, all of that stuff. Lyrics wise, my favorite songs here are The Order and Broken Foundation. When it comes to structure, it's between basic and advanced. Most of the songs have that classic intro, verse because chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. But tracks like The Order, Broken Foundation, and Gomorrah, they don't care about that. For example, The Order has a very long intro with a build-up that lasts almost 2 minutes, and that's actually quite beautiful. Then it has more of a basic structure, and Broken Foundation is a song that has an intro intro, verse, and I guess pre-chorus and chorus, but then it goes into a completely new thing, like 4 to 6 new segments, and at the end it goes back to the intro, verse, chorus, so that's quite adventurous. When it comes to music genre on this release, it's like a mix between metallic hardcore, metalcore, heavy metal, and slight nu metal, at least in the last song. For the most part, Earth Crisis decided not to copy the original songs, but to spice them up with their own flavor. Now let's talk about the musicianship. Let's start with the drummer. His playing is fantastic. I love his grooves, the style, the precision of his playing, the speed. It's all here. He's the beating soul of this band. The bassist, Bulldog, his playing is audible. He mostly follows the guitars here. Sometimes he goes above that. When it comes to guitar work, it's impeccable. I love the crunchier, heavier guitar tones mixed with those more melodic approaches here and there. We even have some guitar solos. What I'm trying to say is that the guitar work is memorable, that's for sure. And last but not least, let's talk about the vocal performance by Carr. I love his shouting, yelling, screaming, sometimes even growling, I would say. And also the cleans. The clean singing here is top notch. I enjoyed it. A fun fact for you guys, the record is called Last of the Sane because it's a line from the song Provoke, the single from Slither. Now let's rate the individual songs. The album opens up with the Slayer cover Hell Awaits, but it's just the intro, so the first 2 minutes. That's actually quite disappointing. I wish they would play the entire song. So to me personally, this is the weakest cover because it's just the intro. I understand what they're trying to do here, you know, use this intro because it's iconic, it's classic, it sounds great, but I just wish it was the entire song. It's fun, there are no vocals here, just some screaming at the beginning. Fun to listen to, 8- out of 10. The Wanton Song, it's a Led Zeppelin cover. It sounds quite different from the original, I might say. It's kinda a weird pick for Earth Crisis to cover this one, because the original song does not have any darkness or metal in it. Still, it somehow works. While it's my second least favorite song here, I do dig it. 8 out of 10. Children of the Grave, it's a Black Sabbath cover. Rest in peace, Ozzy. This is more of a faithful recreation. Sure, it has some of the screaming, but also some cool singing from Carr. I prefer it over the previous 2 songs, but yet again, it's not the best song here. 9 out of 10. Painted Black, it's a Rolling Stones cover. It's infused with Earth Crisis soul, so we have some slight breakdowns here and there. Beautiful singing from Carr. Guitarists are spicing the song up with some changes here and there that only occur once. Yeah, this to me is one of the best covers here. I enjoyed from beginning to the end. I prefer it over the original song compared to the previous 3 covers where I just enjoyed the original more, but here it's the other way around. This one is a banger. 10+ out of 10. Holiday in Cambodia, it's Dead Kennedys cover. Yet again, I prefer this one over the original. I just love the energy, the guitar riffs, the vocals. It's so much fun, like you have to listen to this one. 10+ out of 10. City to City DIS, or however you pronounce that. I'm not even sure if this is a cover because it sounds completely different from the original song. Sure, it has the same lyrics and some of the melodies, but it's longer, it has more changes, it's faster, it's more fun to listen to. These are the kinds of covers that I want to hear from bands, where they just do the music but slightly different. The original song, in my opinion, isn't that good as this cover. 10 out of 10. Earth ID, Misfits cover. This one is from 1997 and what a fun banger it is. The energy, the intensity, Carr's vocals here, the screaming, the yelling, the shouting, the chorus is so good. This one blows out of the water the original song. I just love it so much. Love everything about this one. 11 out of 10. Now we can rate Earth Crisis original songs. The Order, this is one of the best songs from them. For me, it's a constant battle between The Order, Provoke and Broken Foundation for the best Earth Crisis song. The Order, this is a new version of the song because it was already featured on the Firestorm demo in 1993. Not the EP, but the demo. The demo had more songs, it had The Order. The lyrics were slightly different there. Here they are much more polished. The entire song has its own identity. It's sinister but also sad at the same time. The intro alone is 12 out of 10, but then after the intro ends we have that I just love it. The lyrics are beautiful. Everything about this song is stellar. Perpetrators of this madness, follow us new dawn. You have to listen to The Order, one of the most underrated Earth Crisis songs. I would give a lot to hear this one performed live in its entirety. 12 out of 10. Broken Foundation. This demo version is slightly different from the album one and the live version from 1997, which I prefer. Like, the live version is the best one. You probably know which one I'm talking about. I also did a guitar cover of that live version, you can check it out on my second channel. The biggest difference between those three versions are the vocals and the production. The live version is most vicious and it sounds the best one production wise. The album version has the worst production, it has very distorted vocals and it's heavy, but this demo cut, it's clear, it has clarity production wise. The vocals sound better than the album cut, but the entire song is slowed down by like 5 or 10 BPM. I am not sure why, it's just way slower compared to the album version, and it's my only complaint about this one. Whoever came up with that idea to play Broken Foundation faster on the album deserves a raise and an award, because it was a fantastic choice. Going back to this demo, to me it's almost perfect. The only thing, as I stated before, is the speed. I just wish it was faster, because everything else is on point. It's stellar, it's a fantastic song, it still holds up to this day. 11 plus out of 10. Gomorrah Season Ends, another classic song that Earth Crisis has to play live all the time. I even saw them perform it live, because they always do. I love it, love the lyrics, oh yeah, I'm straight edge. This one, yet again, the production and the clarity, it makes it better than the album version, but still I feel like this one is slightly slower compared to the album cut. It's still fun to listen to and I consider it a phenomenal track from beginning to end. 11 out of 10. And now the final song, Panic Floods. The only new track here. This one is very experimental. I love its more melodic nature with the heavier verses. They try to take me down. And then the chorus. Sweeping into the depression, slipping into the depression, but those melodies on the guitar are so much fun. I wish we could hear more from that era of Earth Crisis. The experimental phase of this band was very interesting to me, and it's sad that they've never had the chance to explore more of that. This song, it's a banger, I love it from beginning to end. It doesn't have any weak spots, it's just stellar, and I wish we could hear more songs in this vein. That's it from me. 10 plus out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable, the flow is fitting, reparability, yeah, it's an excellent release, one of the better compilations out there. We get 7 good or even fantastic covers, some great demo versions of classic songs, we get The Order, which is one of the most underrated songs in Earth Crisis discography, and we get one new song, Panic Floods, which is a fun experiment. The production, while it's raw, it fits the songs. I do enjoy this record. I would buy it if it was available in my country. I don't have the physical copy. I only have To the Death, Neutralize the Threat, and Slither. Those are the only ones I currently own. But still, Last of the Sane, it's something that you shouldn't miss out on, because Earth Crisis doesn't have a lot of music laying around. Like, they have, what, 8 or 7 records and some EPs, and that's it. I just wish we could hear more from this band. I believe they still have it in them to record at least one full length, which would be heavy and crunchy, but also experimental at the same time. I would love to hear like a mix between Gomorrah Season Ends, Slither, To the Death. That's all from me, celebrating by spinning this record today. It deserves your love and attention. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. Follow me down in Instagram, links in the description. Also write down in the comment section, do you enjoy this release? What are your favorite songs here? I would love to hear from you. Shout out to my Patreon supporters who basically sponsored this video. You're all truly wonderful. If you want, you can join them, link in the description as well, so I can make you a Doom MIDI cover, or an album review, or a lyric video, whatever you need. See you next time. Bye!